Hey there, fellow wargamers. This is Michael with Painting War Games. If you'd like to have your miniatures painted to a tabletop standard or above, please send me an email at paintingwargames@gmail.com. This here is a how-to video. The model you see before you is Tyberos the Red Wake, and today we're going to be talking about how to use him in Warhammer 40k 6th edition. So, the book that he is out of is Imperial Armor Volume 10, The Bad Ab War Part 2, and his rules are on page 178. If you have the book with you, follow along. If not, I'll be reading them out to you. So, Tyberos the Red Wake, he is the chapter master for the Carcharodon's chapter of Space Marines. He has 190 points. He has a weapon skill of 6, a ballistic skill of 5. He has strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds. He has initiative 5. He has 4 attacks base, and his leadership is 10, and he has a 2+ save. He is an infantry type unit. His war gear is Terminator armor, so you got the 2+, 5+. He has hunger and slack, or slake, however you want to pronounce it. Those are his weapons. And he has the teleport homer. Special rules: and they shall know no fear. Combat tactics, independent character, chapter tactics, battle fever, and the Red Brethren. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the chapter tactics. If Tyberos the Red Wake is your, let's say, warlord, because we're talking about 6th edition, if he's your main warlord and your army, it gives and you can exchange the chapter tactics special rule for the Furious Charge universal special rule. Additionally, any squad or independent character affected by Tyberos' chapter tactics becomes subject to the Rage special rule for the rest of the game once they have won a hand-to-hand combat with an infantry unit. Mark the squad with a suitable counter when this happens. If more than one model in your army has chapter tactics, obviously you have to choose which version will apply. The Red Brethren. If Tyberos is chosen, then a single Lightning Claw equipped Assault Terminator squad may be taken as a troop choice in your Space Marine army. In addition, any Space Marine infantry model in the army armed with a bolt gun may exchange it for a close combat weapon for free. Let's talk about this, the Red Brethren special rule. Okay, you get a Terminator squad with Lightning Claws as your troop choice, one of them. So that could be effectively 10 Terminators like that, because it doesn't say it has to be 5, but it doesn't say it doesn't have to be 10. So I would just say go out and get 10 of them. I know it's 400 points. I know it's kind of expensive. At least the last time I checked, it was 400 points. But their troop choice, that's going to remove your opponent's troop choice off their objective. I mean, Space Marines, what do you have as troop choices? Well, in the regular book, you have Scouts, and then you have Tactical Marines. I'm not too familiar with the Grey Knights Codex, so I'm not even going to imagine what their troop choices are. Blood Angels, well, they have assault squads that are troop choices, and that's primarily what you're going to see with them. I don't have the new Dark Angels Codex, but I would imagine they have tactical squads. And 6th edition is such an objective-based game that you're going to see 2 or 3. You're going to at least see 2 squads minimum. Every army list that I run 6th edition has at least 3 troop choices. My Necrons, for instance, I try to run 4 to 6 troop choices. I try to max them out because they're cheap troops. Don't have to upgrade them. Warriors, cheap. So, I mean, who doesn't like them? We're going to go on to his next rule, Battle Fever. Should Tyberos become subject to the Rage universal special rule, he also gains the preferred enemy special rule against the army type of the unit he defeated. So, he gets preferred enemy against the army you're facing effectively. You're going up against Eldar, he kicks some Dire Avenger's butt. He gets preferred enemy Eldar. And that's really cool, because that's the entire army. We'll get more into why this Battle Fever rule is so good for you after I read his weapons, which I'm going to do so now. Hunger and Slate. What are they? Well, they're lightning claws with chain fist in them. And how do you use that? Well, he is being counted as being equipped with both chain fist and lightning claws. Because he has 2 close combat weapons, that they've already included that buff into his stat line, which he has 4 attacks. But you can divide up his close combat attacks freely between the 2 weapon types at the start of any assault phase he is involved in. Note that division must be openly declared before any blows are struck that assault phase, and the bonus attack, like I said, for using 2 weapons has already been included in his profile. Okay, we're going to get back to the Battle Fever special rule because that rule ties in with his weapons. You go after, say, how I'd use him. I'd put him with Lightning Claw Terminators or Thunder Hammer Terminators. I put him with a big group because they have or I don't know if they have teleport home. It's been a while since I looked at their codex, but he does, and I'm pretty sure all Terminators do. Drop pod in, Stern Guard or something. Stern Guard or your Ironclad Dreadnought. Drop it behind enemy lines and you blow something up. Well, then these guys teleport Homer into the drop pod area. Chances are, whatever you dropped in with the drop pod, even if it's Stern Guard, you're going to have a few casualties there. And you'd rather those guys not be wasted on dealing with some guardsmen or some marines or Xenos or whatever's over there, or tanks. You'd rather them not be put up with that. So you teleport Homer, you get these guys to deep strike into that area, effectively. Okay, so there's going to be tanks, because even in 6th edition, I still come across Land Raiders and Predators and Whirlwinds, any armored vehicle. I've still come across it, even though they all have hull points. And let's face it, against Necrons, they're not that good because of Gauss weapons. But I'm a big Necron player, but I do love my Space Marines. You get the Battle Fever rule, so he gets the Universal Special rule. He gets Preferred Enemy. You go up against a Land Raider and you charge it. So he's get 6 attacks on the charge because he's already got the Rage Special rule. And then Battle Fever says he has, Preferred Enemy against the enemy that you're fighting. You're going to pop that Land Raider. Preferred Enemy allows you to reroll hits to reroll the hit and reroll the wound. And it even works with shooting attacks. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a gun, but beggars can't be choosers here. You're going to pop Land Raiders. You're going to pop whatever you decide to come across armored value. As long as you have that Battle Fever roll. Even without it, you got Chain Fist. You got 4 attacks base, 5 on the charge, and then once you punch through that infantry unit, you're going to get 6 attacks on the charge with Chain Fist. And Lightning Claws are even better because then you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to go against some Tactical Marines or some Xenos or some Eldar, and I'm going to turn them into pulp. So, since Tyberos, he is the chapter master of the Carcharodons, so in addition, you get the Orbital Bombardment special rule, as I believe that all chapter masters get. He can only be used with the regular Space Marine Codex. He is not allowed to go with Blood Angels or anything. God, I wish that was possible, because you put him with some Blood Angels, with naturally a salty army, Space Marine army, man, he'd be good. Even with Grey Knights, I think he'd be amazing. And Tyberos allows you to take a command squad or an honor guard squad in your army, and it does not take up the HQ allowance. Okay, so now we got all the rules done. I've sort of talked about tactics. I can't remember if bikes can take teleport homers or not. Maybe you guys can clarify that for me. And like I said, it's been a while since I looked at my Space Marine Codex. Salamander's been sitting on the shelf. I got beaten quite badly a couple times then. Or I had Chaos Space Marines in their old codex beat me up pretty good. And started putting them on the shelf, guys. Vulcan Heat Stand, I love them, but wasn't doing it for me. But I mean, this guy, you run him with either 10 Lightning Claw Terminators or 10 Storm Shield Thunderhammer Terminators. You deep strike into your Teleport Homer, which is probably going to be your drop pod. Because I'm not sure if the regular Space Marines have them on their bikes. I know that the Dark Angel ones do because I played against them and it sucked. Um, it was just bad. So, I mean, that's what you're going to do. You're going to deep strike and you're going to mulch whatever guys you want. And then, hey, your Lightning Claw, um, it says you can take um, Lightning Claw Terminators as a troop choice. So I just give them 10 of them. I mean, you don't have to and still group them with the Thunder Hammer. You're getting a free troop choice of Terminators. Take it. You don't even have to put them with them. Just take it. That's how I see it. So, I mean, Terminators as troop choices, it's pretty nasty. I mean, even if they are just Terminators. And the Rise of Plasma is going to give them Terminators a hard run. But if you have 10 Terminators, I know people don't like doing it, you're going to punch through. You're going to get to that Devastator squad. You're going to get to whatever you need to. And you're going to blow a hole into that. And you're probably going to win it. So, alright guys. I made this how-to video for the mini wargaming contest. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning or not. But this is going to be the start of my YouTube videos. If you like what you hear here, please click the subscribe and please hit like. There will be more videos to come. I'm going to be working on some Chaos Space Marine Nurgle Bikers here soon for my own personal army, Alpha Legion based. And then I'll probably work into the Necrons because I'm really hip into them. And I'm working on a display of a Necron Lord just with Space Marine casualties, with Xeno casualties everywhere. I'm making it for a local store here. They asked me to do it, and I was happy to oblige. I'm just waiting on materials to come in, the Space Marine corpses and a few other Xenos models. So, and if you guys would, like I said before, if you guys would like your miniatures painted to a tabletop standard or above, please email me at paintingwargames@gmail.com. Thank you, and keep wargaming.